All right, guys, welcome to another episode of On the Range podcast with War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense. Mark, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well, pal. How's things going with you?
Hey, we're doing well. So quick housekeeping, guys. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those places. You can either go to War HOGG Tactical or Kelley Defense. And for the listeners out there, of course, all our shows are on our channels as well on YouTube, so you can catch the video portion because there will be some show and tell that you might want to see. So, all right, Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing, buddy. I know we got some things coming up this weekend for you that we're excited about, and then there's some other classes coming up that we're also really excited about. Got some other companies assisting with that. So this weekend, there's still time to enroll. Why don't you go over that for us and let us know what the status is on that?
Yeah, so this weekend we've got another War HOGG pistol class down at Panteo. A couple more slots available for guys if they want to jump on that. So always good to go back down there. We just sold out of our free LEO training at the Sawmill July 15th. So a bunch of LEO is going to get some free training on that one. And then we will go out to San Diego, California, 31 July for a one-day low-light pistol, and then we'll transition to a two-day War HOGG pistol class August 1st and 2nd, all out there at San Diego. So if you're in the California area, check us out. We're still trying to work on scheduling something up around LA since we're out there anyway. So any of our LA listeners, if you guys got a range or no facility we can use, let me know, because I know California is just a crazy place right now. You've got state rules, you've got county rules, you've got city rules, so if somebody's got a place that we can go out there and shoot, let me know, and definitely host another War HOGG pistol class out there.
Yeah, I know everybody's real excited about the free law enforcement training that's pretty much being championed by Mike Glover and some donations and things like that. And I think it's going to be a good opportunity for some of these law enforcement officers to get out there and get some free training. Is it going to be one day every time, or is it just depending on the number of folks that apply? Basically, how's that working?
Yeah, I think we're sitting right now just at a one day unless something else comes up. So we've got this thing on a Wednesday. So during the middle of the week, like I said, overwhelming response from guys. Got to sit there and kind of put the throttles back on other people. But I primarily got people from North and South Carolina. I've got a guy coming all the way from Connecticut.
Wow.
To get down to this thing. So biggest thing is, hey, for my LEOs out there that are listening, you didn't make it on the list. I got it, guys. Just be patient, and we're going to try to loop this thing back around and get some more dates up there on the calendar.
Yeah, for all you LEO guys or folks who know LEOs who are interested, or if it's the first time you're hearing about it, I know Rick and I were talking about maybe bringing this up towards the Midwest, the Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky area. So if there's anybody interested in and believe that there's going to be a good response for that, let us know, and we'll see if we can't work something out. Again, the idea is to get a bunch of free training out there for LEOs, a good quality day at the range with good quality vetted instructors. I think it's a great idea, and it seems the response has been really good. Yeah,
the response has been overwhelming. Like I said, I've got guys that, hey, can I still get in? And I'm sorry, I've got to cap this thing at a certain amount. But again, yes, we're out there on the range, but we've got to put some things, some context into these guys' heads, just give them some good mindset on there as well. Because again, we're at an ever-changing world out there, and as much info that we can give them to keep them safe and bring them home, all the better.
Yeah, and speaking from experience, and Rick has a lot of ties to law enforcement as well. I know it's tough out there, guys. Got to keep our heads up and got to keep training. I know it's tough. It's easy to sit back and say why, what for, but everybody knows what the what for is, and we can't lose sight of that and make sure that we still keep getting that quality training. Keep doing what you do. I know it's tough. People are afraid to even voice their support for the police. I get it. It's difficult, but there's a lot of people out there, including Rick and and Mike Glover and some of these other guys who want to still continue to put out that good training. And this is going to be a great opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to. It's kind of, I look at it as, a civic duty per se. So I've got a certain skill set. I want to pass it on. I got it. Everyone's hooping and hollering. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, train some guys, and it makes us better all the way around. Trust me.
Yeah.
So
exciting podcast last week. We had Marcus Torgerson on. A lot of good feedback from that show. Really enjoyed that. You were trying to bring this up a level to an 11 and keep the guests coming. We got some more guests coming in the very near future, possibly next week. And we're still working on that, so we'll be happy to announce those as soon as we get it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Marcus was a great guest. It was a lot of fun, a little bit of a learning curve on our end, on the tech side of the house, but it turned out well. A lot of good response.
Yeah, buddy. But, here's the thing. We're learning every day, right?
Oh, man.
So here's a prime example. I offer free LEO training. So I go to my website provider, I use Volusion. I'll let people know. Cool, man. I put zeros in there thinking free 99, right? Well, Volusion doesn't accept free stuff. So when guys are trying to put their payments in or do whatever, it's not accepting it. So now I'm having to go in there manually. So it's like another lesson learned in the life of the veteran entrepreneur. It's like, good Lord, man, it's never, I pretty much spent the day just manually inputting people's orders to get it done. I got it. That's fine. It had to get done. But again, it's just another learning curve, whether it's us podcasting here, learning this stuff, whether it's, hey, whoever you're using for your backside website support, it's always something.
Oh, man.
So.
Yeah. And, it's a lot of fun and it's frustrating at a lot of times. But if you're out there and you try to enroll or try to get on our websites and you've encountered problems, that's why there's some learning curve involved in that. And it's just Rick and I. But, one thing that I have been getting a lot of questions about is the patches, the Kelley Defense and the War HOGG patches, asking if they're in stock, how do I get them? It's pretty easy, guys, again, as long as the websites are cooperating. If you go to Kelley Defense or warhogg.com, there is a shopping button. You can go in there and look at all the patches and hats and T-shirts and try to get a hold of them that way. That's the only way. You can hit us up on a DM and we can make it work through IG, but hitting the website up and looking for that stuff. I know the T-shirts and the hats and the patches was the big one that everybody was looking at. So I even had someone look for the tumblers, and I had to tell them we were out of stock. But
and that's my problem with the patches right now, Mark, is I'm waiting on a shipment. But again, we're still not fully up to things running like they should. So hopefully here shortly, just keep checking back, guys, and I should have them in stock here shortly.
You had mentioned you had some show and tell items. I think I have one as well. That's a good one. So what do we have new in the War HOGG studio that you wanted to showcase?
Yeah, so pulled down some stuff. So guys, go check out if on Instagram or even on the website, strongarmart.com, or excuse me, standstrongart.com, and same thing on IG. So really what he did was he sent me a couple cool things, and we've been chatting back and forth. So Steven's he's done some artwork for me in the past, but really a couple things that he sent that really hit home for me was, obviously, SF background. So knowing my lineage from the first Special Service Forces. So that's kind of, that's like the card for it, right?
Oh yeah.
And
that's
for the
sweet.
listener. Yeah. Well, it gets better. So, for the listener, sorry, you got to go to watch YouTube and check it out. But really, here's what he did, his patch design. So you can see it still has that same arrowhead. He just put a little bit different. So this is the patch, and that's kind of the bookmark he's using. So that's kind of part one of the show and tell. And then, of course, being a proud Texan, got the Texas flag patch there with his logo. And then, like I said, he's got these just kind of cool, if I can get the...
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Here.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So just some cool artwork, I guess postcards kind of for lack of better terms, but yeah, he sent those, little mail call action, and Stephen, appreciate it, buddy. StandStrongArt.com, same thing. Stand Strong Art on the IG, go check them out. And if you look at somewhere, I don't know, I think it's been a couple months, he did a post basically when I did a photo shoot with Archon took one of those pics, did his fancy artwork to it a lot better than I could do. And yeah, that's all he's doing. So definitely check him out. I guess if you got graphic art stuff or whatever, cool guy to go check out.
Yeah, for all you guys who are listening on the podcast and you didn't get a chance to view that, go to our YouTube channels, smash those like buttons, subscribe buttons, and comment. We love the comments, especially the ones that try to get after us a little bit. But hey, you know what? Take your shots. That's what it's there for. We don't mind. And you know what? It might make us a little bit better. We always try to do that. Now, I have, this is kind of a show and tell, and it's also our partnership veteran business showcase that we do. We'd like to highlight some businesses. And today I've got the ammo bag system from Zulu Ops Tactical. Mike's crew does a good job. It's nylon. It's the 1000 Cadora nylon. And this is all in the ATAX camo. This one here is the IX, and then we have the Ghost as well. And, military and even law enforcement guys, we all love ammo cans, right? But these ammo bags really change the way you go to the range. It, everybody has a range bag of some kind. Mine is like a backpack style, and these go in much better. It also has a larger bag that is a carry-all is what it's called, and you fit the smaller bags inside of it. So you can separate lots, you can do frangible and ball. It really changes. It's a game changer on how I carry ammo. And another good thing is you can throw one of these in your backpack, zip it up, does a real nice job. It looks sharp. You can put your patch on there, your new Kelley Defense and War HOGG Tactical patch. And it really does a nice job about how you carry your ammo. And like I said, you don't have to carry, everybody likes ammo cans, but you don't have to carry them around all the time anymore. Now you can do the Mike's bags at Zulu Ops. We'll have it in the show notes. Good stuff. Love the patterns. I recommend doing the ATAX. It looks really good. So big shout out to Zulu Ops Tactical and Mike and his crew over there.
There you go. And don't fault him for being a fifth grouper. He wasn't part of Septimo Grupo Forza Especial, but it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, Rick, it's that time again where we dip into the On the Range podcast mailbag. And let me see what we got in here. All right, let me pass that on to you. And what do we have, and who's it from?
All right. Yeah, so Eric sent us a question. So he was wanting to know red dot sights on everyday carry. He's currently lucky and his eyesight is holding strong, so he's still running iron sights for his everyday carry, but occasionally he runs a handgun on the range with an RDS red dot system, or red dot sight, excuse me. I know it's a separate discipline, and he just was looking for kind of our opinions on the red dot sight for an everyday carry. So either I can grab it off the bat, you can, however you want to skin it, Mark. You let me know.
I'll just throw in my 2 cents, and then you can go ahead and finish it up. I don't have a problem with pretty much anything anybody wants to carry as long as they're training with it and it's something that they're going to carry. You've mentioned it in past podcasts. It doesn't do you any good if you're not carrying your weapon system. Some people don't have as much time as we do to train, so the important thing is to make sure that whatever you're carrying, you're getting the proper training and the right amount of training. But I don't have a problem with anything that has a red dot on it as long as it's going to be reliable and it's something you're going to train with. That's my 2 cents. So I'll throw that back to you.
Yeah, buddy. I'm right there with you. So here's the thing. I'm a proponent of red dot on pistols, but I'll do this. I'll do the however. You've got to understand pros and cons. So yes, if you guys know anything about me, watch my stuff, you know that I will advocate for the Aimpoint Acro. And here's why. Because the Acro is an enclosed red dot system. All these other manufacturers out there, they've got some type of emitter. And the problem is, and I always throw out the belly button fuzz. God forbid you're drawing that pistol, the belly button fuzz goes on the emitter, or it's raining, you get water on there. Now you don't have a red dot. The other issue that comes in is you have to look at, I got it, if your eyes are going, hey, you can't quite pick up your regular irons, hey, a red dot works well. But the thing is, people have to understand, just like you said, if you're not out there training on it, you're going to basically fall short. So if you're not working that presentation piece to go, hey, is that gun coming out straight level online? And oh, by the way, at least for me and what I teach guys is you've got to bring that pistol down a little lower on the presentation, because as you're driving out, if you drive it at the same height as your irons, typically you're not picking up, your red dot as it's going out. And oh, by the way, if you're shooting a Glock, you've got to do a little added roll just because of the ergonomics of that angle to pick up that dot as well. So there's a bunch going on. I'm not saying don't use it. You know what? So here's the beauty. The way my systems are hooked up, I can run in the standard holsters that I'm using. They're already pre-cut for optics. So yep, I can run a red dot. I can, hey, if I know I'm going to be a bunch of nighttime stuff going on, I can stick my night sights in there and run it that way. If I want to run my red dot in there, I've yet to find, the acro being too big, because that's the only red dot that I'm running for my carry gun. It's not too big. It doesn't interfere. Biggest thing is you have to kind of have that mindset. And the beauty with the acro is it's got big enough buttons. So if you didn't readjust your brightness, because again, if I'm going from a dark to a bright and I haven't adjusted it, that dot may not be there or as bright as I want. So it's one of those, you've got to do a little due diligence on that. But the big buttons on the side makes it easy to adjust. So biggest thing is you've got to get out there and use it, train with it. It's definitely, it can help you. But like you said, Mark, you've got to put the time and effort into training with it.
Pros and cons for both. I like them both. But again, if you're not out there training with them and you're not confident with them, maybe just ought to wait a little bit. But, it's a great point. The eyes start to go a little bit. That's a good option. Get out there and get some training with it. And I like it. I think it's a great idea, but you got to train with it. So,
yep. And we covered it quite a bit in the Panteo video.
Right.
Make ready with War HOGG Tactical concealed carry. I did both, concealed carry with red dot, concealed carry with irons. So we get into a little more on that. So
that's another thing too, guys. There's a lot of content on our YouTube channels and IG. And now with Rick having the Panteo products, there's a lot of things out there for you to go view that covers a lot of these things. But keep those questions coming. Go to On the Range Podcast on IG, submit your questions. But you could also hit the websites and send us an email or a direct message from there too. It doesn't matter. But great question, Eric. Appreciate that. I'm sure a lot of people have similar questions concerning red dots, and everyday carry is getting big. People are concerned, and they rightfully so. So get out there and train. Keep an eye out for our calendars, and we'll get you guys some training.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. So just as a reminder, we've got War HOGG 2-day pistol class down at Panteo this weekend. Again, stay tuned, because you never know who our next mystery guest is going to be, and always looking forward to the questions, guys. So biggest thing, keep them coming. If you got anything you want to see or things addressed or potential guests you'd like to see, definitely shoot us a DM and let us know.
Yeah, if there's anybody out there who would like to be a guest, we'd like to hear from you as well. Now this weekend, barring any kind of unrest or anything going on, we're going to try to do the podcast on the road, on location show. So we're really excited about that. Get to say hello to everybody out there. Probably have some more show and tell. Don't forget to check out YouTube, War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense. That's 2 separate pages, but War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense on YouTube, and also War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense on IG. And always go to On the Range Podcast on IG as well. And the websites are warhogg.com and kelleydefense.com. Again, Rick, pleasure doing the show with you.
Good seeing you, buddy. And keep up those guitar riffs, man. They are smoking.
Yeah,
so
man.
Let us know what you think about that.
I appreciate it.
Let us know what you think about that new opener, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, guys. Be safe out there and keep doing what you do, and we'll see you on the range. Thanks again, Rick.
You got it, Mark. Train hard, guys.